want to find out about when you first started doing jiu-jitsu, because, they look at professional wrestlers, especially MMA guys, and be like, they're good, but they're doing the fake stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, I seen you rolling last night. I know I was working with some beginners in the cage and this and that, and I'm with my kid. I got my eyes everywhere. I seen also clips, because now it's scarier, because I seen him get more than one Achilles lock, straight ankle lock. Now, the straight ankle lock, I'm going to say, that's been around forever. There's so many new entries into the leg locks, and it gets a little articulate. But the straight ankle lock is effective, and not only is it effective, I don't know, Christian, if you could bring anything up, but there's a clip of Kevin breaking not one, but 3 baseball bats with the Achilles lock. And I used to, first of all, I never broke any bats, but I used to practice that same shit the way you're scissoring over the leg. Who showed you how to do that?
Nobody. I watched stuff online, and then I watched other people. I seen people break their arms doing it. So I thought about it.
You got to be careful of that.
Yeah. I thought about it for a long time, where the bats really need to be, of like when it worked and when it didn't work. And I just started messing around with it one day in the house, and I figured out I could get really good at it.
I seen you starting with 1. Is that what you did?
Yes.
And then I seen that's the 1 bat. I want to see the 3 bats. But so basically, Christian, what he does is he gets these bats and he gets it right on the forearm, and he has it in the armpit, and he puts a little towel so he doesn't hurt his forearm, and it breaks 3 baseball bats. Now picture what that will do to. They call it the gentle art. But picture what that will do. Jiu-jitsu is so beautiful, man. I wanna get all your thoughts about it. But to me, it could be as gentle as when you have the ultimate control, and you're used to controlling guys that know what they're doing, and then you get a regular guy who's basically, a lot of times there's a drunk white belt. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So it's a superpower. It is a superpower, and it's hard to. It's funny. Not to get all over the place, but it's hard to realize, it's hard to really appreciate it until you feel it. I hear Elon Musk talking about fighting Mark Zuckerberg. He might build rockets. He's going to go to Mars. He's the smartest guy. I love Elon Musk about all that shit, but don't sleep on that jiu-jitsu, man. I'm telling you, but don't be too smart on that, because I think he has a judo background and he's a big guy, but Zuckerberg's attacking the jiu-jitsu, man. And he's a smart guy. Guys like that, I believe he'll get to his back. I believe he'll take a limb if Elon's sleeping on him, but I just went everywhere with my jiu-jitsu. But when did you first started rolling jiu-jitsu?
So I think jiu-jitsu specifically, not wrestling, was when I was 15. And, humbling experience like anybody. You get strangled the entire class.
Yeah. You were in a class? You took a class?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you get strangled, every single lock, you have no idea how to sweep. You have no idea how to escape. And they didn't show me anything. I just kind of jumped into the class. They wanted to see if I'd come back. And I did.
Okay.
I did. And I think that was like the test to see whether or not they wanted to invest time into people.
This is like an old school method right here.
Yeah.
Now everybody's like, give me your credit card. But back then they're like, let's see if this guy can survive.
Yeah.
What school was this?
This was Toronto BJJ.
Toronto BJJ. That sounds so, I wonder if I was ever there, man. That sounds so familiar.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mauricio wound up moving on out of that school, and he opened up his own school called Evolução, Portuguese for evolution.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, unless the pandemic killed it, his school is still in Toronto.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pandemic took out some schools for sure.
Oh yeah.
So you took to it right away, the jiu-jitsu.
Right away. Because I was like, at the time I was thinking like, well, if there's money on the line, I don't want this to happen again, so I better figure out how to get out of this shit.
Yeah.
So the second time I went back, they showed me everything I basically needed to know for like a white belt curriculum. And they were like, hey, here are your sweeps. This is the purpose of why you're even pulling guard, how to retain guard and all that stuff. So then I was like, okay, I started to learn the systems, and the big test, at least for that school, was like, is he going to come in here and be a hothead and try to hurt people? Because if that's the case, we're going to hurt him and send him out the door. And I wasn't like that.
I got you.
I watched so many people come in and do that. And then I understood why they did that.
Yeah, no, my motto is with my school is I like to make good people dangerous. I keep it as simple as that. If I sense just a bad egg, I get them right out of there.
Yep.
I get them right out. I'm not putting this in their hands. They can learn somewhere else.
Yep.
Keep your fucking $200. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know? But you know, I'll tell you, I really just seen jiu-jitsu just change people's lives, man. Just not only just losing some weight. Well, that too. I mean, I seen transformations, man, with bodies, but just swag, just the way they feel more comfortable. Just like I was telling you about that young Jason with that stupid jock in the backyard putting him to sleep.
Yep.
I said that on air?
I don't think so.
I didn't say that on air?
I never heard anything.
Okay. Anyway.